Hi all, just doing a demo on how to use PoolStat live match sheets for our Wednesday night competition. I'm going to show you how this works on the test site. The only difference between the URLs that I'm going to provide is you remove the word test, and that's what you use on a Wednesday night. But to practice this on the test site, follow my instructions that I'm going through now. So the web address to get to where the match sheets is livescoretest.poolstat.net.au. When you're actually doing this for a proper match on Wednesday night, just remove the word test and it'll come up with the proper match sheets. So it'll come up with a page that looks like this. It's just a matter of going to whatever division you're in and selecting and clicking on your team name. If you're the home team, you're going to be a scorekeeper for the night and you'll have access to edit the match sheet. If you're the away team, you can still access the match sheet. You'll only have read-only view, so you won't be able to edit the score sheet, but you'll still be able to log onto it to look. So I'm just going to go to my team, which is in Barmers. I click on my team name and it prompts me to put my team password in. I've provided all the passwords for the test comp to all the captains and vice captains. The passwords for the actual comp starting this Wednesday, they'll be emailed out later on today, and it'll give you the option to set your own password. So just remember to write that password down, and an easy password for you to remember. So this is the home page of the match sheet. It's got 4 sections to it. It's got the players list for both the home and away team. It's got where you select the players for both the home and away teams. It's got where you enter the results, and this is where the actual match sheet is, which is the same as, or the same format as our current paper sheets. And then the 4th step in the process is finalise games at the bottom. So if I just click on my team name, now this is just a list of my team. All you can do in here is you can correct the spelling if there's spelling errors of players in your team, or you can add players. But just remember, if you're adding a player, they need to be registered with myself prior to playing. So most of the time, if you register a player, they'll be actually up on your match sheet before you log on. But sometimes if you register them 5 minutes before you're about to play, they won't be up there, and this is where you come. You just come in here, add the player, and then it'll notify me. But just to reiterate, make sure you register them with me, otherwise all their frames forfeit. So that's just a list of players in my team. If you click the home button on the top left-hand corner, it goes back to the home screen in the match sheet. Then I can click on the away team and see their players. Then it's a matter of selecting the players. So I'll go into my team, and it's as easy as just clicking on the person. Obviously, being home, you've got the numbers. It's very important that you select your subs in this sheet here. I've got 9 players in my team, so I've selected 7, 8 and 9. You need to do that before you start entering results, because you can't add them later. So just remember, I advise, even if you don't think they're going to show up for the night, still select your subs. You don't have to actually use them, but just make sure you select them at this stage. So I've selected my lineup for the first round. I click save. It'll say it's saved, and this is actually called the legend. So then to go back to the previous screen, or the home screen, you click the home button in the left-hand corner. So at this point, the away captain should come over and advise you of their team lineup. So the home team must put in their team before they get the away team's lineup. So again, it's just a matter of clicking on the lineup from the away team, which is obviously the letters, and then click save. It'll notify you that it's saved, and click home to go back to the home page. Now the 3rd step in the process is what you use for the night, is enter the results. So this is what the match sheet looks like. Now this is just a legend at the top. It's just a list of all the players from both teams. So in this state, what I advise here, because you don't actually do anything with this top legend for the rest of the match, you can minimise it by clicking on the little dash next to legend at the top. You'll click that, it goes to the first round. So it's called singles 1, 2, 3 and 4, which is round 1, 2, 3 and 4, and it's got the matchups for that round as per your selection. As you can see, the subs or reserves aren't listed in this sheet at the moment. So it's as simple as, if you got a result, it's a matter of clicking on result and clicking one master break or master shot. In the proper when we use this on Wednesday nights in the proper match sheets, you won't have the option to select master shot, which is just an 8-ball clearance after your opponent's break. We don't track or monitor that, so there'll be just one and master break. So it's a matter of clicking one for the person that won and click save. That's really simple like that. Now, if you make an error, as you can see, it highlights an unlock button in blue. It's a matter of clicking unlock and then refresh, and it will reset the result. So if I wanted to change that to scroll winning, it's just a matter of resetting it and then save the result again. So if you just keep clicking through the results, you can you can save the result as you go, which I recommend, or you can click all the results and get to the bottom of the round and then save them all. But it's an idea just to save them as you go. So here, if I click on Twan and he got a master break, it's as obvious as clicking master break and click save. So as you can see, it's quite simple. I'm doing this on the PC version. It looks identical on a mobile device. It's just the screen's a little bit, a lot smaller, obviously. So it actually looks, I think, quite neater and easier to use on a mobile device. So there, we've reached the end of round 1, and it tracks the score at the top here. It's 3-all currently. So if you like, at this point here, you can minimise the first round, and it automatically goes to the second round. So it's already got the lineup for the second round, and the next step is to choose your subs. So if I've chosen to sub out Richard Bondietti, I click on his name, and then I choose who I'd like to sub him with. It gives me the options of my reserves, and I'm going to put myself in for Richard, and then it's a matter of clicking save player. So at this option, you've got the chance to cancel it, but it's a matter of saving the change, and then I've got myself in instead of Richard. And if I wanted to do one more change and change Dean Welsh and put Colin Gamble in, it's a matter of doing so and then clicking save. So there's 2 subs for the night, or for that round, and those subs will flow onto the 3rd and the 4th round. So same as it would on a paper sheet, but then you can obviously sub out again in future rounds. Just one thing at this point I'll mention: if the away team's got forfeits, either team's got forfeits, it's a matter of clicking on their name and clicking forfeit. So all the steps in using this sheet are quite obvious. I think once you've tried this once or twice, you'll find it's actually going to be quicker and easier than the paper sheet, and it also gives the other team's option to look at your scores and see how you're tracking. This is tracked live on the net, which I'll show you in a sec how that looks and where to go to see the live scoring, which will actually be embedded on the Activa webpage. So I'll just quickly click through and complete the match, because the rest of it's the same and it's repetitive all the way through. So there, completed the second round, 6-all. at the top, and I can now minimise round 2. I can go in and make a sub. Bring Richard back in. That's the only sub I'm going to make for the round. And it's the same for the home team is obviously the scorekeeper for the night. It's up to the away team to come up to the home captain and notify them of the sub they'd like to do. So in this situation, Scroll's been sub for Phil. And it's as simple as that. So let's quickly click through to the end of the match. And I'll show you the last step of the process. So we've got a score of 12-6 to the Embalmers. Into the last round, I'm not going to do any subs at this point. So here, as I'll show you, I can click the result and not save it and go through to the next frame and click that. And you can also, if you choose and if both captains agree, you can skip a game, which often happens between round 3 and round 4 because the players up last in between round 2 and 3. The players up last in round 2 are up first in round 3. So if that frame's not complete, you can actually skip over a game and play the next one. So here I'll click the last game of the match before the second last game of the match is complete. So in this instance, I can just go through and save all the results. But as I mentioned before, it's recommended to click save as you go. So there we go. The Embalmers are won 17-7. You can minimise that. So that's the match sheet all complete. Now at this point here, I'd recommend the home team confirms with the away team confirms with the home team that all the results are correct. They can, and I'll show you either in this video or send out a link of how the away captain can view the score sheet, which I mentioned before. They can just click on their name and enter their password, and they'll have this exact sheet just in a view only version, so they won't be able to edit it. But there's also an LS view, a live score view page, which I'll show you in a sec, which everyone can see, all the team members can see on their device, so they can check when they're up, and anyone on the net can view the match sheet. So you can track it. The away captain has a number of options of how to track it as they go, because obviously the home team is the one keeping the score. But at the end of the match, which I'll show you in a sec, it actually prompts for the away team password to confirm the match. So that's why I recommend at this stage here, make sure you're happy with it. Either check it on your device through the view only option, and then come over to the home captain and confirm the match is okay. So once you're happy with it, click the home button to go back to the home screen. And obviously the last step in the process is finalise the game. You click on finalise game, it's got the score, automatically does the stats for the home and away team. So as you can see, there's no, the full match sheet isn't on this page. That's why I recommend on the previous page, make sure you look at that to make sure the results are correct. Don't really have to check the stats, you can if you like. Then it's just a matter of accepting result. If there's any comments you wish to pass on to myself, write them in the comments box in here, and then click accept results. So I'm still logged on as a home captain, so if I click accept, it'll come up with a confirmation screen, and you just click yes. And at that stage, the home team has approved the match. Then you'll see at the bottom of the screen here, finalise match other team. If you click on that, if you expand that, and then you've got log in as the Burns Club Strumptons. If you click on that, as you see, it'll come up with the away team's password. So this is basically a digital signature from the away captain saying that they agree with the score sheet. And I strongly encourage everyone not to pass on their password or to yell out their password to the home team, because that means that the home team's then got your password and they can log onto your match sheet at any time and enter your results basically. So please keep the passwords to yourself or among your team. So at this stage, it would be a matter of the home team passing their device over to the away team to enter the password, which I've actually left the password for the Shrumptons in another room, so I can't actually do that at the moment. But it'll be a matter of putting in the away team's password and clicking submit. At that point there, I'll just go back one step. If either team has a dispute, obviously the home team is a scorekeeper. It would be very unusual for the home team to have a dispute. But if the away team didn't agree on a result and they couldn't resolve it on the night, when you log in as the away team, put your password in, you can make a comment of what you're not happy with here, and then click dispute result, and that will be notified to me, and then I'll be contacting both captains to see if I can resolve what the issue was, and we'll go from there. So that's basically the 4 steps of the match sheet. It's really simple. I think everyone will grasp it really well once you've done it a few times. As I've said in the demo and other information, that this uses very little mobile data, so don't panic about how much data this is going to use on your mobile plan. It's really minimal, really. So it's a lot less than what Facebook is. So don't be concerned about that. So I'll just quickly show you how everyone else can view the results. It's for the test site, it's lsviewtest.poolstat.net.au. For the live ones on Wednesday night, the proper matches from this Wednesday, it'll just be lsview.poolstat.net.au. So just remove the test from the URL, and it'll come up with this page here, which is got all today's matches. If there's no matches in progress, there'll be no matches listed there. You can click on the top and go and look at the previous 7 days matches. So it's just a matter of clicking on your division, and as you can see here, it's got my match that I was just completely playing around with there. It's got the result. It's clicked done. When it's actually live and in progress, I think it indicates it as in progress. So anyone can actually click on that and actually see the match sheet as the match is progressing through the night or at the end of the night. So if you're a player in a team and you're wondering when you're up and the captain's playing and he's got his device in his phone, you can just log on to this lsview.poolstat.net.au and you can see the score sheet. So the away captain can use this as a view to test or track the results as he goes, or he can log onto the match sheet and have a view-only access to the match sheet. So you can click the home button at the top left-hand corner and go back to all the matches. So it's just a matter of finding your match. So this page here is actually going to be embedded on the Activa website. I'm not sure exactly where that is. I'll speak to Graham O'Connell, the webmaster. But it'll be very similar to where the stats are currently at the moment in the league stats and ladder page. There'll just be a live matches page which links directly to this. So I'd recommend saving these pages to your device for easy access in the future. So I hope that helps, guys. It's pretty simple. On Wednesday night, obviously our first match using this, I'll be available to take calls, and also Greg Johncock, the developer of Poolstat, will be available to take calls just on the first night with any teething issues. But it's pretty straightforward. The main issue that they've found in the past is captains forgetting their passwords. So please keep your password in a safe spot. Make it simple for you to remember, and remember not to pass it on to the home or any other captains. Thanks, guys.